How's it going, Celtics fans? As many of you probably have already seen today, Gallinari is likely done for the season. ACL tear is the prognosis for him. Shams reported that earlier this morning. 6 to 12 months is definitely not the end of the world, but definitely puts him out of commission, I would say, for most of the season, if likely just probably all of it. He is 34. These injuries are really tough to recover from. He already had an ACL tear in that same knee back in 2013. So definitely, I don't know. This is a tough one for him to recover from. Pretty sad, too. Lifelong Celtics fan. Finally got to play for the Celtics, and this happens. Pretty devastating. Also devastating for the Celtics, without a doubt. This is a tough one. They ended up not using that 17.1 TPE. That did expire, as many of you know. So that's where a lot of Celtics fans were wanting them to use it. It just seemed, use every asset you possibly have. You could even have flipped that 17.1. I mean, they didn't even have to use that 17.1 as well. They could have been a 15.5 player, 13 million player. Like, it just didn't matter. I was just wanting them to use that so they could have an asset. Maybe it wasn't the right player, but they can use that money in for another deal. It was just something they let go, and I understand ownership went all in on the Brogdon deal, and that really put them heavily in the tax. But if you want a championship, you have to do whatever it takes to win a championship. And that was proven by the Golden State Warriors, too, with the money they spent on their championship team this past season. The highest tax bill in the season. So, not sure what road Brad Stevens will take with this one. I don't know if he'll just roll the roster out as is and kind of roll with the punches that way and see what comes through the buyout market in the season. A lot of rumblings about people really wanting Carmelo Anthony to take that spot. They do have two TPEs of 6.9 million and a 5.9 million to use, so that's still on the table to use at some point this season. I believe they do expire around the trade deadline, so they will have to use them by that point. So he has some options to work with for sure. Definitely sucks, man. Really does suck for this team. Definitely doesn't hurt their title chances, but does not help. He was especially supposed to be that guy to give that, big break to Al and Rob for sure. And definitely going to spare some time for Tatum as well throughout the season with that slash small forward, power forward spot. So definitely a big blow. So I guess we'll all stay tuned and see what Brad can pull off and see what kind of roster moves are ahead. I'm sure he'll do something. I'm not sure at some point Gallinari will be traded, put in a contract. I don't know. I believe he can't be traded until December 15th, if I'm not mistaken, for signees, free agent signees. So maybe that changes with him being hurt. I haven't seen the details on that yet. So I guess we'll all stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in.